Welcome, everyone. Today's discussion was all about star seeds. So I was really excited about this because it's a subject that I have been talking about in posts for several years now on Blu-ray Intuitive. And I have never actually talked about it other than in coaching. Um, I've never talked about it live. So this is the first time I'm talking about it in a podcast form. And I was wondering, I asked my guide source, should I get some notes ready, stuff like that. And they told me, no, Christina, we're going to give you some downloads. So I sat and did some meditations over the last couple days on it, and then I sat this morning and just did some binaural beats and just listened to what they had to say, and it was really beautiful. The first thing is star seeds are light beings. We're all light beings, and there's many different star seeds. They come from all different places in the solar system. And when I first realized I was a Blu-ray, or Blu-ray, uh, Blu-rays especially attuned to Archangel Michael, and we have this blue connection. But all star seeds in general, we're just going to talk about star seeds in general today instead of just Blu-rays. Um, Star seeds are just light beings that have come in, and a lot of us have come in at the time of Atlantis or Lemuria, and even the period um, of Egypt, these higher timelines, but mostly during Atlantis and Lemuria. And we came in at this time period. A lot of us, it was we came in to offer education or enlightenment, enhancement to others, and to just offer this, and also as a way of getting refuge from other places that we had been. Some of our homes were no longer habitable, or there was discord in the different places we had lived. And so we were coming to Earth for refuge. And in exchange, we were bringing much higher levels of knowledge and higher vibrational energy. And we could do all these beautiful things that had not been, because Earth was very still kind of new at that point. And so we were bringing all this beautiful knowledge and enhancing everything in exchange. The only thing is as this came and we became a civilization with this knowledge, some of it started to be used for detriment. And that's where we started to have fear and energetic attachments, and all these other things come into our fields. And that's where most of us ended up being held here in Earth for until we heal these things. So as we came here, we came to offer all this knowledge, but through the course of it, we're also receiving knowledge because we're going through through all these different attachments and stuff, we have been kind of trapped here until we heal these aspects of ourself, and then we basically go up in our own vibration, and that's where the ascension comes in, because as we raise our own vibration as star seeds, star beings, we raise it up so high, and then we ascend, and then we become the beings that we initially were to at the beginning. But it's we get to experience all those things in between, and through that, that's where we get to offer love and support, and and um, and learn through this ourselves. It's a process, because we have also signed up, and we get to repeat these things over and over, because we were we have once we got here, and we were essentially kind of trapped in to this through at the end of Atlantis in Lemurian time, and in um, uh, Egypt. There's little traps. So then we ended up getting stuck to work through these things so we can heal those aspects, and then eventually ascend and become those um, nothing but light again, and then go off to become that ascension being, those light beings, those star beings once again. But we get to see what it's like and feel what it's like to experience all this. And through that process, we get to hold space and offer love to others, and also to ourselves, mostly, as we do it to ourselves, then we get to show it for others. But there's so many different aspects to these star beings, because there's so many aspects to, different aspects to ourselves. And then there's different star planets you can go to and work with them, and heal with them, and learn about yourself, and about the different aspects. So it's a very in-depth process. And some of these planets, or some of these beings, you're not going to identify with at all. And that's okay, because that means that this is not part of you. And, but then you can hold space for someone else, because maybe that is part of that. But sometimes we go, before we've ever come to Earth, we've traveled to multiple stars, and we may have 6 or 8 or 12 of those aspects in us before we've ever come here. So it just depends on the person, the individual, and how many different being or aspects we have in us. And it's a beautiful thing to acknowledge those aspects, because as we do, we learn and grow about ourselves, but also about other people as well. And we can hold space for that, and learn and grow in love, not only ourselves, but others and humanity. And and then and heal different aspects, because then we can understand different things, because we understand, oh, this is these are the different high points in Egypt, and why and how we brought in this educational knowledge in Egypt, or this is how we brought in, you'll start seeing, when you start learning about these different star beings, you'll start seeing how it corresponds with our history here on Earth, and the different knowledge that we use even today, where and how where this education, where um, these these things connect with, and these different how people respond, or how these different habits come into play in different people's personalities. All of this is integrated into this. So it's a really beautiful thing to understand and connect with and to feel into, because once you do, then you're much more aware, and you hold a larger um, space for enlightenment in yourself, and understanding in others. So as we grow and we hold this light, and as we lights coming going to be coming in very strong for the next month or two, this just felt like the perfect time to bring this subject in. So many blessings, and I look forward to talking to you later on this week. The other thing I was going to mention is, well, I think I'll leave this for another subject, because we're going to talk about I think we'll talk about healing next week. So you have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Blessings.